lots in your mouth.
So this is, you know, baking is in your family since the time you were born.
It is.
You've been around baking
I feel like
and
there are
cooking.
probably sonograms with me and a wooden spatula. I just haven't been able to pinpoint them yet, but it's in my family. I started literally like right out of it. My mother and I, my grandmother and I, my 5 aunts and I, my other 4 uncles and I. We're Irish, so
You cook a lot.
we cook a lot. We are a lot, so yes. I mean, when in doubt, eat. So
100%. You're sad, you eat. You're happy, you eat.
That's
People come
it.
over, you eat. No one's over, you eat.
Emotionally eating is
We just
proved in
eat.
my family.
Yeah. So this is an old family recipe.
This is my mother's recipe, and the brilliant thing is it's the base. So the cherries are, for me, cherry on top. I know you enjoyed that, but you could substitute out cherries if you weren't a cherry fan.
Okay.
But
anything that's in season, really.
Anything in season is brilliantly done with this beautiful cake.
All right, let's get started. So over here, you've already creamed the sugar, the butter, and some eggs.
And some eggs, yes. One at a time. It's frothy. It's delicious. It's light. Then my second trick is half and half. So we're going to do half dry, half wet.
Okay, so what's in your dry?
This is going to be our flour and our rising agents, our baking soda and our baking powder. And you just get half on in there.
A little bit of salt?
Nope, no salt, because the salt comes from the butter.
Okay.
I know.
Oh, good. I love that you use salted butter. Well, you're Irish.
Come on, baby.
Which the best butter in the world is in Ireland.
I am salty, so maybe that's why I love salty butter, but it's delicious.
So do I.
Throw in just half of our milk there.
So that's just regular milk?
It's buttermilk.
Okay.
And then this is going to be half sour cream. Sour cream just adds a tartness, a little bit of acid.
I thought it was going to be yogurt.
Keep it moist?
So good. It does.
Okay.
It's so good. Okay. So whip, and now we're on back to the flour. The other half, see how fast this is?
Okay.
I like things that I feel successful quickly at. Olympians train a lifetime. I'm a now type of a gal.
Well,
and this
you've
is
still managed.
This is a now type of a cake.
Right, but you've managed to master it regardless.
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. We got that all whipped together.
That's in.
And that looks beautiful.
Because a little bit of vanilla makes everybody happy. And that's it.
That's it.
We're done. We turn it off.
Yeah. And this, as you said, this tastes like it could be added with anything. And
it could, honestly.
So
now you could do oranges, or you could do pears. I like using sour cherries.
Why sour cherries?
I think the sour cherries are brilliant when you're dealing with coffee cakes because they add a tartness and a brightness.
Yeah.
And your cake is already sweet. Of course you need icing.
So you're covering these with flour.
Just a quick little toss.
Why?
It doesn't need to be a thing. Because if you ever use like blueberries and muffins, they sink to the bottom.
Yeah.
Toss, sniffle, and they'll stay suspended.
The flowers keep them buoyant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow. Yes.
Okay.
And then
now, oh, sorry. I took
stole my
this.
guy.
I stole your guy. We
so
fold
we
the
just
beautiful
fold it.
sour cherries.
You just rotate and fold.
Would you ever use just fresh cherries?
Sure I would. Or honestly, if I was in a pickle and I wanted it.
You wouldn't use a pickle. You wouldn't use pickle. Yeah.
You probably could.
Not pickles.
I was born in Cincinnati. We 100% would use pickles. I can guarantee you. But if I wasn't a pickle, I would use even frozen. I would just make sure that they thawed and drained.
Okay.
But honestly, frozen cherries are just as brilliant as the fresh.
Wow. Okay, I'm okay with that. All right, so we mix that together.
Done?
And now we pour it in our bundt cake
Hose it
pan.
down.
All right.
There's all those fancy ways. Honest to God, just hose it down. You're
Just
fine.
a spray.
Yep, that's it.
Oh
and
my gosh,
then
that's heavy.
Just pour it on in, just like so.
Would you use another cake pan, or are you a big fan of the bundt?
I love the bundt. It kind of gives you the freedom that if you're not maybe the strongest baker, it'll put up with a lot of grief. So like you can open and close if you're nervous. Yeah, because of the center, it has a lot better surface baking. So like your cake won't fall as much. And also if maybe you're really looking for that wow factor, but honest to God, you don't have time, or maybe you're just not a decorator, bunts are already beautiful, so you're already set up for success. My thing is this, cooking and eating should always be fun. Regardless of what we're doing, my God, have fun, enjoy it, be with the people.
As soon as it becomes stressful, you're doing something
Then it's over.
Pick the way to the gold.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
Whoa.
That's it.
We have to sprinkle with sugar.
Debbie's like, I'm not skipping that step.
It's sour cherries, so we have to sprinkle with sugar. It's got to be sugary.
This is raw sugar.
And I love that element. It's crunchy.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
There you go.
I like making noises. You're like, I think it's because my mother always made like little. I mean, she's Irish, so she's always making weird little noises.
Does she have? What does her accent sound like?
I don't doesn't hear it, but all of my friends say that she sounds like Mary Poppins. Aww. But that's
a good thing to sound like.
She's squirrely. She's always up to something.
Okay, so we pop this in at 350?
350.
For how long?
25 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven. And if you're in like, you know, an old apartment somewhere in the middle of Manhattan, probably like 35 to 40.
Right. And then you take it out and you let it cool on a rack.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
So before we
and
ice.
Now, the
I'm very curious about this whole icing.
I'm going to bring it around for you.
There you go.
You can't smell it, but it's orangey and sweet and delicious.
Wow.
It's confectioner's sugar, orange zest, and it just soaks in, it disappears.
Well, it's more like a glaze.
Yeah, it's like a glaze. And then we're gonna top it.
The
Cherry
compote. Okay, so
so
here's where she wins the gold medal.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got the cherry compote going, but there's a little extra zhuzh that you give to it.
I've actually never had a drink in my life, but I do use alcohol for flavoring.
Okay.
So you just pour it in some brandy, because brandy and cherries are like BFFs. Yeah. They were meant to be together. And we're just gonna light this guy up.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, that's fancy. This is part of the show, too.
You can't really see it because of all the juice that's already in it, but it's actually lighting on fire. And then you just rotate that fire around, and it burns and burns, and then it's out.
And it burns the alcohol off.
When the fire dies, the alcohol is gone. Got it. You don't even have to worry about it.
And then
that's done. And then we slice our pieces. I like putting it on the slice because it gives you something to do. You can talk to each guest.
Oh boy! Just make sure you don't put it on your clothes.
Right. Oh no! I know. You'd literally be a red hot mess.
Good.
Oh, and this, by the way, you could put on anything.
Oh, anything. Toast.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yogurt.
I mean, even
Your
just yogurt.
finger?
If you're Greek yogurt.
Gosh, all right, I'm going in.
This is why I like being a chef. This moment right here.
Hi.
Yes.
Enjoying the fruits of your labor?
Well,
I'm fun to have you. Well, you didn't like it, so.
I know.
Hey, speaking of gold medals, you're going to be challenging Bobby Flay.
I am next week. Beat Bobby Flay. I got to get through another guy first.
Right.
But I love empowered women going after strong men. It shows that we are just as good at taking the heat in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Maeve.
Do you love?
Maeve.
It's amazing.
You beat Bobby Flay in my opinion.
Yeah.